Let's see what they say. Jump the gun a little bit. But it's all right. We can hang out for 10 minutes. What's going on, Pimpin' Ziak? I think we got a shot. We're gonna see how this goes. I don't know. I'm just really hoping that we don't hear the crazy prices that we were. We're gonna see if it's really just these crazy prices that they've been talking about. I don't think it's gonna be, but I've been surprised before, so. We'll give it to them, though. They got some good music going on right now. I like the music choice. I wish I had some kombucha. Well, I've got some water. I mean, that depends on the specs. What kind of specs is it? What's it got inside? The iPower is just the brand. Depends on what's in it. Not a bad music choice again. Don't really know. Are you a part of my Discord? If you're part of my Discord and you have a link to it, I can look at it and I can let you know. You don't have a Discord. Do you have the app? Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty good to know what you're buying first before you buy it. I don't mind helping you out. You just need to let me look at it. Send me a link on Instagram then. Send me a message on Instagram. It is good music. What you do. I try to, you know, I don't feel like I always hit that mark, but I do try to make sure I am at least being helpful. I don't like to take up people's time. What's going on, Matt? 3070. I wouldn't do any selling of anything right now. Wouldn't wouldn't try to sell anything. Well, send me the screenshot on my Instagram. I would definitely try to wait and see what's going on with this pricing and stuff before you do any selling, because you don't want to be in a spot where you had a 3070 and now a 3080 Ti is far too expensive and a 3080 you can't get a hold of. So let's see what happens here. I don't own rights to this. This is NVIDIA. This is NVIDIA streaming this music. If you check my page, I should have some links for it. It should take you directly to it, but it's tech5_vibe. But like I said, there's links to it on my page. Take you right there. I like this one. This is a good one. It is. It's a good beat. Hey, if nothing else tonight, they had good music. I'm glad to hear it, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that feedback. So hopefully I can continue to do that. If you have it, try to send it to me if it's ready. I'm going to try to have that out early next week. So send it if you got it. I was going to put a reminder post out for people. Just put it in the Discord. That's fine. It doesn't matter. You can send it to my Twitter. You can put it in the Discord. Don't matter. If it gets to me, it's fine. I have no idea. I really don't. I'm hoping for a W here. I think it would be so stupid of them to overprice this thing, but we're gonna find out pretty quick. So, oh, you had already bought. Let me see. Did you already send it to me? Okay. Let's see. Let's pull this thing up. Let's see. Where's my Instagram? There's 550. For the price you paid for it, it's not bad. What do you want to accomplish with it? That's the question. What are you trying to do with it? What game? What game are you trying to play? Oh.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
I think you'll be just fine
Thank
then.
you for joining us at Computex 2021. We are honored to bring to you fresh insights into the state of our shared industry this week through our online exhibition by the world's most important tech companies, keynotes from industry leaders, our series of forums, and online matchmaking events. I am especially pleased today to introduce our next keynote from NVIDIA. Over nearly 3 decades, the company has repeatedly transformed itself, and in doing so, transformed our entire industry. From its roots in gaming, NVIDIA has pioneered accelerated computing and AI, and is now helping to reshape trillion-dollar industries such as transportation, healthcare, manufacturing, and entertainment.
You might be able to get some light streaming done with that. It's a good step in the right direction. You're going to have to upgrade the RAM.
Jeff Fisher, Senior Vice President of NVIDIA's GeForce business, has been at the center of the PC gaming industry for many years. Since 1999, generations of GeForce cards have brought innovations and excitement to hundreds of millions of gamers in Taiwan.
We're talking about cards, so that's a good sign.
We also will hear from Manuel Das, who is the head of enterprise computing at NVIDIA. He has a long history driving cloud-scale computing and plays a central role in the company's many breakthroughs in this field. So please join me in welcoming to our stage Jeff and Manuel.
They're about 10 seconds early. Yeah, not a problem. I try to help. Some flight simulator.
We miss Taiwan and wish we could be there in person
Make
for
myself
Computex.
smaller.
So we created Taipei City in Microsoft Flight Sim and flew in virtually on a GeForce RTX 3080.
They missed it, so they went there virtually.
Thousands of mods have been created for Flight Sim, and they've been downloaded over 10 million times. This mod will be available just after the keynote.
Okay.
Welcome to Computex 2021. It's always great to talk directly to our partners, and this year we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to kick it off with gaming, and then I'll hand it to Manavir Das to talk about AI and our enterprise platforms. So let's get started.
All right. Got the little montage out the way.
Every person born this year will be a gamer. 140 million of them. In fact, Gen Z prefers video gaming as their favorite entertainment activity over just about anything. In Taiwan, 2/3 of the population plays video games. So it's no surprise that gaming has transformed into one of the largest and fastest growing forms of entertainment, and it is here to stay. Gaming revenue grew to 180 billion, bigger than cinema, music, and streaming video combined.
Yes, you can.
We added 60 million PC gamers to our ranks, and over 10,000 games were published for them to enjoy. In April, the number of concurrent gamers on Steam was at an all-time high of 27 million, 1.5 times that of 2019. Like any sport, people love to watch others play. 100 billion hours of gaming content was viewed on YouTube, and more than 430 million people tuned into esports competitions.
It just depends on the game.
And it doesn't stop there. Minecraft's open world is estimated to have grown to 4 billion square kilometers, or 8 times the surface of the planet. Valve just announced that the 2021 Dota Championship will feature a $40 million prize pool. Roblox had 42 million daily active users in the first quarter, up 80% year over year. And it's not just about playing. There are 45 million professional and freelance creators fueling an explosion in digital content, 30 million broadcasters, and 75 million higher ed
We're
STEM
gonna find
students,
out. I don't know
all
yet.
relying on the latest technology to improve their productivity and quality of work. Over the past 20 years, we have built GeForce into the #1 gaming platform. With 1.5 billion GPUs shipped, GeForce has fueled the growth of PC gaming, and we continue to delight our customers with new ways to game and create. Our scale and pace of innovation was only possible by partnering with the best companies in the world. Together, we have transformed PC gaming. 10 years ago,
I kind of just want them to just let us know if we're going to get the 3080 Ti and what the price is going to be.
All told, Optimus has saved over
Just give us some meat, man.
5.8 billion
That's all we want.
kilowatt hours of energy, enough to power over 500,000 homes for a year. Max-Q changed the way laptops were built. The performance only available in big, heavy gaming machines was engineered into thin and light laptops. Max-Q has shed over 8 million pounds from gaming laptops sold. G-Sync introduced stutter-free gaming. With over 20 trillion buttery smooth pixels now
I
shown,
have no idea.
once you game with G-Sync, there is
No
no
clue.
turning back. Last year, we introduced NVIDIA Reflex, which changed the game for esports competitors. In Call of Duty Warzone alone, Reflex gamers have over 50 million wins. Finally, NVIDIA Studio is our platform for creators. Engineered for the needs of creative professionals, our laptops have accelerated over 25 billion hours of content creation. Thanks to all of our partners.
Can't
who
be
are
talking
just as
about my
excited
crypto
as we are
investments
about
right now.
Reinventing this market, and are joining us in the next major leap forward. RTX is a huge reset to computer graphics. A decade in development, RTX introduced the world to
It probably
real-time
will
ray
be
tracing and
the
AI
absolute
for
last
graphics.
thing they show.
RTX is now available in a full range of desktops and laptops in every country, from every OEM, and even streaming
Sounds
from
like
the
an
cloud.
NVIDIA move.
With over 100 top games and apps available today, RTX is the new standard. For creators and broadcasters, RTX is accelerating the #1 photography app, the #1 video editing app, and the #1 broadcast app. For gamers, RTX is powering the #1 Battle Royale, the #1 RPG,
There's a lot of gloating going
and the
on right
#1
now.
best-selling game of all time. Last month, we added Outriders and Call of Duty Warzone to the list. And today, we have more exciting games to announce. Dying 1983
he is,
the
actually.
second game
I
in the
didn't
Dying
notice that
franchise
till you
from
said
the
it.
Chinese developer Netcom. It's a Japanese-inspired horror-themed puzzle game. Its stark and frightening world is brought to life with RTX ray tracing and DLSS. Let's take an exclusive look at Dying 1983 with RTX on.
Gotta have that RTX on.
未だに知られていない秘密が山ほど潜んでいる。
体の変化に戸惑わなくてもいいの。
収容カプセルにアトムか。
The
現
Yanker.
実世界のありさまは彼の目にはっきりと映っているはず。どんなことが起こる
They said this is supposed to be some puzzle game,
俺たちに感謝
a
する。
puzzle horror game.
私は彼女を操ることができる。でもあなたは自らを操ることができる。腕を見せる。ある程度の謎はあなたにとって朝飯前のはず。
I don't know
Tom
about y'all, but I
Clancy's
got
Rainbow Six
nothing out of
Siege
that.
is one of the most popular esports games in the world, with over 70 million players worldwide. In March,
Wasn't a
Rainbow
very
Six
good
gamers
teaser.
gained the competitive edge of NVIDIA Reflex. Today, we are announcing that RTX gamers will get even more performance with the addition of DLSS. Let's take a look.
I mean, it's definitely an improvement. Looks good. People like to see those high FPS numbers. Does anybody in here play Rainbow Siege?
New Zealand-based developer Rocketworks was founded by Dean Hall, best known as the creator of DayZ. Their highly anticipated new game, Icarus, is a stunning multiplayer survival game set on a savage alien planet. Today we are announcing that Icarus will come alive with RTX ray trace global illumination and DLSS.
They are going to drag this out.
Chapter,
it's going to be the
first
last thing they
cohort,
talk about.
Launches this fall. Let's take a look at some exclusive new footage.
I imagine that was a 3080 that he was showing. They didn't say, though. If they did, I missed it. Yeah, it's inevitable. Icarus.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the most critically acclaimed games of all time. With more than
Kinda look like
275
Ark.
perfect scores, 175 Game of the Year awards, and more than 37 million copies sold to date. We are happy to announce that Rockstar Games will be adding DLSS to Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's a big
Coming
deal.
soon, every RTX gamer will see a free boost in performance. VR is taking off. VR game revenue is up 70% on Steam in 2020. The installed base
DLSS
of PC-compatible
on Red
VR
Dead
headsets
Redemption
is expected to exceed 30 million in the next 5 years. With almost twice the resolution of a desktop monitor and unforgiving FPS requirements, VR is very demanding on the GPU. And RTX is now coming to VR. No Man's Sky, the popular open-world space game, now features DLSS.
That's
VR
kinda
gamers
cool.
can soon play with ultra graphics at 90 frames per second. Wrench, a mechanic simulator where you repair and maintain race cars in VR, now features RTX ray tracing and DLSS.
That's pretty cool.
And the VR
actually.
survival shooter Into the Radius adds DLSS to boost performance.
I mean, I don't care about those games so much, but
75%
RTX
of
and
GeForce
DLSS
gamers
for
play
VR,
esports.
that'll be
We invented NVIDIA Reflex
that'll be
for them.
impressive.
The difference between winning and losing is a matter of milliseconds. On average,
I agree with that.
Reflex reduces system latency by 20
Remake
milliseconds.
of Black Flag.
It gets the PC out of the way so a gamer's real skill can come to play. And gamers love it. More than 90% of them compete with Reflex on. Today we are announcing even more NVIDIA Reflex games. Gaijin's War Thunder, the most popular air, land, and sea battle arena with over 40 million gamers. Naraka Blade Point, the highly anticipated Battle Royale slasher from 24 Entertainment. In the last closed beta,
Never
it broke
heard
into Steam's
any of
top
these
5
games.
games played. Tencent Games Crossfire HD is a remastered version of the original with over 560
But I'm
million
gonna try out
gamers in
that
China.
Nirvaka,
And
though,
Escape from
'cause that
Tarkov,
looked kinda
the
cool.
intense survival shooter from Battlestate Games, is one of the top 10 most played competitive shooters. Coming soon, 12 of the top 15 competitive shooters will feature NVIDIA Reflex. Let's take a look at Reflex in Escape from Tarkov.
Ooh. A lot of people like this game. I've never played it.
For serious competitors, reducing system latency
That's what it
starts
really
by
sounds
measuring
like, honestly.
from end to
Like
end.
they
This
rented a
requires an
spot
ecosystem of partners.
for this Computex.
Last year, we introduced the Reflex Latency Analyzer, a measurement tool built directly into gaming monitors. Today, we are adding Lenovo, ViewSonic, and EVGA. 13 partners are offering a total of 15 monitors and 21 compatible mice. Now, more gamers can simply plug a mouse into their monitor and accurately measure end-to-end latency from click to photon. Almost 10 years ago, we introduced our
kinda cool.
Kepler architecture and created a new
I haven't
class
heard
of
of that.
laptops for gamers. While the market reception was great, these laptops were large, bulky, and had limited battery life, more transportable than portable. In 2016, we introduced the Pascal architecture and Max-Q technology, a full system design approach to bringing high performance to thin and light laptops. Performance increased by over 4x, and for the first time, high-performance gaming laptops were less than 20 millimeters thick. This year, we launched Ampere, our second-generation RTX. It featured our third-generation Max-Q and delivered twice the performance of Pascal. But the real magic is DLSS. Gamers have taken notice, and GeForce laptops are the fastest-growing gaming platform. Laptops are a marvel of engineering. No effort is spared to deliver the highest performance in a thin and light device. In laptop design, system power determines everything, including performance, battery life, thinness.
I just kind of feel like those guys said a whole bunch of nothing so far.
In gaming performance without expending any more
there's
power.
been a couple of cool things,
Let's say
but
you're playing Control at
for the
47
most part,
frames per second. At 1440p, the GPU is rendering almost 4 million pixels and drawing 80 watts of power. NVIDIA DLSS uses AI-powered tensor cores to boost frame rates. With DLSS, the GPU only needs to render a fraction of the pixels, and then uses AI to complete the frame. The result is an image just as beautiful as native 1440p, and you get 1.5 to 2 times the performance at the same power. Alienware was one of our earliest partners, designing high-performance GeForce PCs for
I
gamers.
feel like a lot of people already know what
For the past 2
DLSS
years, we've been
is.
working together to create an amazing new laptop. Today, we're announcing the Alienware X15, an ultra-thin GeForce RTX 3080 laptop. Powered by Max-Q technologies, including Dynamic Boost, Whisper Mode, and Advanced Optimus, and featuring a 1440p display. It's the world's most powerful sub-16mm, 15-inch gaming laptop. Tune in to the Alienware update event on June 1st to learn more. This year
June
brought
1st.
a record launch for RTX
Don't miss it.
laptops, with over 140 models from every OEM. Starting
now.
at $799 and featuring Max-Q, there is now an RTX laptop for every gamer. We developed NVIDIA Studio to address the growing needs of 3D designers, video editors, and photographers. These are specially configured systems, optimized and tested for creator workflows, and supported with a monthly cadence of studio drivers. Today, we are announcing new studio laptops from HP and Acer. The 14-inch HP Envy brings the capabilities of RTX to an ultra-portable laptop, great for students and creators on the go. The new Acer Concept D offers a variety of traditional clamshell options and an easel sketchboard design to give creators even more flexibility. Gaming has been an inspiration to digital creators and artists for decades. Machinima, an art form started in the 90s, uses real-time 3D technologies with game assets, visual effects, and character animation to create short, humorous clips or full-length movies.
I just want him to say
For
that
these artists,
God of
we
War is
created
coming to
Omniverse
PC.
Machinima, making it easy to
I'll buy
produce
that.
cinematic, animated stories with advanced real-time ray tracing and AI. Users import their own game assets or draw from our growing library. They can then apply advanced physics.
I'm going to say we
like
can expect
destruction or
probably
fire
at least
with
10 more.
NVIDIA's Blast and Flow. Animate
10.
movements
That's my put in.
using only a webcam with Wrench's AI Pose, and use simple audio tracks to animate character faces with audio to face. The final scenes are rendered in the Omniverse RTX renderer. Machinima was just released in beta. Let me show you how you can create your own masterpiece.
Okay. I think it's kind of interesting. I feel like eventually
I'm in the Omniverse.
game development, game creators,
What are you doing
whatever,
in my kitchen?
won't have to know any sort of code. They can just act out all the stuff just like we just see right there.
RTX has been a
Don't
huge
strangle 'em.
success. And today we are announcing a new addition to the family. The GeForce RTX 3080 Ti is our new flagship gaming
here it
GPU.
is.
Based on
This is what we
Ampere,
wanted.
with second generation RT cores and third generation Tensor cores.
This is
Ampere
what we're here
is our
for,
greatest
boys.
generational leap ever.
Quite a bit.
The 80 Ti class of GPUs represents the best.
A little
of our gaming
overdramatic.
lineup. The GTX 1080 Ti, released in 2017, could tackle all
Yeah.
the games of its time. But this well-loved
I'll be there
GPU
Thursday.
simply can't keep up with the demands of modern games. The RTX 2080 Ti was introduced as the
He
only
called it
way
a
to play
Ti.
in 4K with RTX on. But the production value of games continues to march forward. New titles like Cyberpunk 2077 and Watch Dogs Legion have elevated realism, demanding even more of the GPU. The RTX 3080 Ti is 1.5 times faster
If
than
he
its
calls it
predecessor,
Ti again,
and tears through the latest games with all
2
the
times
settings
in a row?
cranked up. The RTX 3080 Ti is a powerful
no.
GPU with 34 shader teraflops, 67
3
R2
times.
teraflops,
You can tell this guy
and
has nothing to do with
273
anything.
Tensor teraflops.
Calling this a Ti
It comes
3
equipped
times.
with 12 gigabytes of
That's not a
ultra-fast
mistake. That's
G6X
intentional.
memory and a 384-bit memory interface. Availability will begin on June 3rd, starting at $1,199.
$1,200.
To show you what this beast can do, we have a special announcement. Doom is a storied franchise known by a generation of gamers for pushing the boundaries of speed, power, and
That's still
visual
within.
effects.
I'd
Doom
still buy.
Eternal, the latest in
Going
the
to
series,
still buy.
takes this even further. Based on the id Tech 7 engine, it's blistering fast and beautiful. Today we're announcing Doom Eternal is adopting RTX ray tracing and DLSS. Here is a first look at Doom Eternal with ray tracing at 4K running on
I
a
thought it already
3080
had
Ti.
DLSS on it. He called it a Ti again 4 times. I saw some stuff on Unreal 5 today. It was looking pretty cool. What kind of FPS are we getting on this thing? Almost 100. Between 90 and 100. It's not too bad with as much stuff that's going on right now. At 4K. It's not bad. Not bad.
And that's not all. The RTX 3070 quickly became our most popular Ampere GPU.
Because it's
Now
all
we're adding a Ti
people
to
could
this
get.
class of GeForce, with more cores and super fast G6X memory.
He
Today
really
we're
keeps
announcing
calling
the
it a Ti.
all-new RTX 3070 Ti.
Hasn't said
It's
yet.
1.5
He
times
has not
faster
given a
than
date.
2070 Super, and
Oh, actually,
availability
I
will
think he did
begin
just
on
say a
June
date
10th,
early.
starting at $599. Thanks everyone for your time. Before I hand it off to Manavir, let me
I
summarize.
think he said a date.
Gaming is transforming entertainment, and RTX is changing everything.
I
Not
think
just
I
for
was busy
gamers,
running my mouth.
But for 150
Did
million
anybody else see the
creators,
date?
broadcasters, and students. With over 100 of the top games and creative apps accelerated, RTX is the new
No,
standard.
for the 3080 Ti.
GeForce laptops are the fastest growing gaming platform. Now fueled top to bottom by RTX, third generation Max-Q, and the performance boosting magic of DLSS. And Studio,
Not for the
specially
3070.
designed for creators, extends their reach beyond gaming. Finally, the RTX desktop family just got better with our new flagship gaming GPU, the GeForce RTX 3080 Ti and the GeForce RTX 3070 Ti. Every person born today
I
is a
can't
gamer.
believe this
We have an
guy's
amazing
just been
future
calling
ahead,
it
and we look forward to
Ti.
building it with all of you. And here to tell you how we're putting AI into the hands of every company is Manavir Das, Head of Enterprise Computing.
So he said June 3rd.
Thank you, Jeff, and thank you everyone for joining us today. Our journey at NVIDIA began with gaming, but today we are also the driver of the most powerful technology force of our time, artificial intelligence. Let's take a look at
100%.
just some of the ways in which AI, powered by NVIDIA,
100%
is
gonna be
improving
a
our
meme.
world.
I agree. Now this is what's going to talk about their AI.
I am a creator. Blending art and technology. To immerse our senses. I am a healer, helping us take the next step
Is that supposed to be the AI talking?
and see what's possible. I am a pioneer, finding life-saving answers. And pushing the edge to the outer limits. I am a guardian, defending our oceans.
Roger that. Fly-by inbound.
And the magnificent creatures that call them home.
I feel like they're trying to make that the AI
I
talking.
am a protector,
It's got to be.
helping the earth breathe easier.
NASA stole them all. It makes sense.
And watching over it for generations to come.
What's Siri doing here?
I am a storyteller, giving emotion to words and bringing them to life. I am even the composer
I told
of
you.
the music.
I told you.
I am AI, brought to life by NVIDIA, deep learning, and brilliant minds everywhere.
I am AI. Well,
And that was just a hint of what AI can do. Taiwan has always been a very special place for NVIDIA.
we're on our way, boys,
From
to
system
iRobot.
builders and solution providers to universities and the government, all have partnered with us.
The Ultron is
On
coming.
behalf of Jensen and NVIDIA, thank you to all of our many friends in Taiwan
That's it.
who have worked alongside us to enable these amazing AI breakthroughs. Together, we have laid the foundation for a new computing model based on AI, software that writes software. This foundation includes GPUs deployed in the cloud and in data
Government.
centers, AI software and SDKs tailored to the world's largest industries, and an ecosystem of startups and developers. Now it's time to build the house on top of this foundation. It is time to democratize AI by bringing its transformative power to every company and its customers. There are three
Democratize
fundamental
AI.
shifts that will bring AI to every company. The first shift is that every application used by any company will be infused with AI. AI is essentially a two-step process. First, a rich set of existing data and known outcomes from that data are used to train a model. Then, the model is applied to fresh data to make fresh judgments. The model is effectively a piece of software that can be embedded into any application. As the application runs, it queries the model to make judgments, giving it intelligence. As new data becomes available, the model is retrained and improved, automatically making the application better.
This
without human
guy's got a
developers
big
having
stare.
to create a new version. A great example of this infusion of AI
Check how
is in
serious
Microsoft
those eyes
Office,
are.
the world's most popular productivity application. Microsoft is adding smart experiences such as smart grammar correction, Q&A, and text prediction to Office. With NVIDIA GPUs, Microsoft was able to improve responsiveness
Huge.
to less than 1/5 of a second, enabling real-time grammar correction, and at 1/3 the cost of the same work on CPUs. Going forward, every application will have to be built in this way.
They should be.
Or be left behind.
Same day.
Now, this is not the first
But
time
I think
we've
those
seen
are the
this kind of
cards in
shift.
question on
For
price,
example,
though.
consider the
But
introduction
from
of the
what I'm
graphical
hearing,
user interface, the GUI.
They're talking about AIB
Once the
cards being
transformative value of GUI became
$2,500 on the
evident,
shelf.
Every command line application
In the
had to adopt GUI
MSRP's
or be left
$1,200.
behind.
You're gonna sell it for double
In
the
the
price.
same way,
I don't see it
every
happening.
application will need to be infused with AI.
And being more
and all
than
of these
a
applications will need
than a
the
3090.
most performant,
It doesn't make sense.
power efficient, and cost-effective systems to run on, regardless of form factor
Doesn't
or
make
location,
sense.
from edge to cloud. Every
He
system
is the
will
AI.
need a GPU. The second shift is that every data center used by any company will be infused with AI.
They did.
Computing is increasingly being driven by large
I
amounts
missed
of
the
data.
3080 Ti, but
Neither
everyone
the
is
data
saying they said
nor
the
the
third
computation done on it
and
can
then
fit on
the
one
10th
server.
for the
Therefore,
3070
the flow of
Ti.
data through the network becomes crucial to both the capability and the security of the data center. A new kind of hardware is needed that sits on the data path and intelligently optimizes, inspects, and protects the data, and protects the applications from one another. This new hardware is the Data Processing Unit, or DPU. Every server will need a DPU. The third shift
That's how they're gonna
is that
get
the
every
life cycle
company.
of every product produced by any company
NVIDIA
will
is
be
some dogs,
optimized by
man.
AI. Consider the very common and old-fashioned
Serious
example of soap. Yes, soap. Going forward,
I
a
believe
soap
so.
company will design and
I
tailor
think
its
so.
soap product portfolio by analyzing rich data on the usage and experience of the customer base. The soap manufacturing process will be automated
I don't think
and
there will be a
optimized
lot,
with AI.
but
Customers who use soap, pretty much the entire population of the world, will be
it
engaged
could very well
socially
be Kenny.
and sold to online. Smart soap dispensers will track usage and automatically order refills. And all the data from the customer experience will be fed back to guide the design and supply chain of the soap. This soap company and every other company will need a new form of IT and IT infrastructure to operate the AI-optimized life cycle
NVIDIA is trying to take
of
over
its
the world.
product. These are fundamental shifts that will require massive amounts of accelerated computing. Now let's talk about how you can build on the technology foundation of NVIDIA to make this a reality.
Might
How
not be a
you
bad move.
can
Waiting.
democratize AI. We start with the hardware. NVIDIA DGX is the instrument of AI. Since its launch in 2016,
I'm not gonna
DGX
be there
has been
tomorrow.
used by
I'll
companies
be there
across industries
the
at
night
the
before.
forefront of AI.
Not even the
The
night,
reason for
like
this is that DGX was
5
designed from the
p.m.
ground up as the
the day
optimal
before,
system
something like
for
that.
AI. Every component, and every interconnect was designed or chosen with great care. And today, DGX incorporates learnings from hundreds
They're
of
sitting here
millions
telling
of
you
hours
they're
of
playing,
research
you're going to
on
need
thousands of
us.
systems across the
Every
planet.
business is going to
The
want this
pinnacle of
AI. You're going to have to
is the
have a
DGX
DPU to
superpod,
use it.
where multiple
Sitting here
DGXs
telling
are
you.
clustered together and tuned for AI, based on all of NVIDIA's learnings. So the first step to democratization is to make this best-of-breed machine more accessible and more obtainable. To make it more accessible, we are providing a software stack called Base Command Platform. Using Kubernetes, this software allows administrators to share this powerful supercomputer across an organization of data scientists and a mix of workloads. It provides users with a simple interface for AI, and it allows organizations
How long till the
to
robots come?
understand and optimize their usage of this
Can't be long
valuable
from here.
equipment.
This
We
is
have
what
been
starts
using
it.
Base Command within
NVIDIA's
NVIDIA
gonna
for
be
many
behind it.
years, sharing superpods across thousands of data scientists who have run over 1 million jobs. To make it more obtainable, we are introducing a subscription model for Superpod. Customers can now experience the capability of a Superpod or a smaller part of a Superpod.
Yeah, if you're just
for
playing at
months a
1080p,
time.
there's no reason to
This
upgrade.
is a hosted offering
You-
in which NVIDIA will
you're
manage
good
the
where you're at.
infrastructure, reducing the
1080 Ti
operational
can handle
burden
it
on
just fine.
customers. The offering includes powerful all-flash storage and integrated data management from NetApp, the pioneer of enterprise NAS storage.
Yep.
NetApp is synonymous with enterprise-grade storage, with over 38,000 customers today, on premises and in the cloud. The subscription model is in early access now. For example, Adobe is already using the infrastructure to train StyleGAN, a powerful image generation AI. The model will open up for paid access this summer. With this offering, we expect that many more customers will be able to experience the unique capability of a superpod without the upfront investment. From there, they can
Superpod.
graduate to
That's
more
what they're calling
permanent
it.
infrastructure at scale, either their own superpod or in the public cloud. Speaking of the cloud, for some time now, we have worked with our cloud partners to offer powerful GPU instances in the cloud, leveraging the internal components of DGX. We are proud to announce today that Amazon and Google are working with us to enable Base Command Platform for clusters formed from these cloud instances. This work offers the promise of a true hybrid AI experience for customers. Write once, run anywhere. But even as we democratize access to DGX, the larger objective is to
The
decompose
Discord or
DGX
my
into
Twitter.
its smallest AI-optimized parts,
You can
so
do
that
it either
system
one.
manufacturers can compose those parts into different form factors for different scenarios, while adding unique value-add capabilities for their customers. First, we productize the GPU board that combines multiple GPUs into a tightly interconnected computing fabric.
So this is what they were doing
HGX.
when we
Then
weren't able to get
we offered the
3080s.
core GPU from the board
They
as
were
a
selling them to
standalone
miners,
PCIe
and then
part.
they were making
This
these
is the
super pods.
A100.
That's why
Now we
there
have
was
further
none.
broken down the A100 into smaller form factor GPUs, such as the A30, that draw less power and are lower cost,
I don't
while
even know.
still providing powerful acceleration.
They didn't
And
say a
finally,
time. They
we
just
have
said the date.
productized the same Bluefield 2 DPU that is inside
Something
DGX
should pop up
Superpod,
online
now
shortly.
usable in any server. With this, we have now enabled a complete ecosystem of form factors, from supercomputers
If it's
to
not
pizza
already
box
on their
servers,
website.
workstations, and edge devices. These form factors can be used in a variety of scenarios, from compute to graphics to virtual desktops to data center infrastructure, all made better by AI. HGX boards are the engine of supercomputing. A100 and A30 are optimized for compute. A40 and A10 are best for a mix of compute and graphics. And A16 combines multiple small GPUs into a great form factor for VDI. In order to help system manufacturers create AI-optimized
I think this
designs,
stuff is just
and to
gonna
ensure that the systems can be relied on by
be
customers,
tough to get
we
people to
created
adopt.
NVIDIA Certified, a program for servers that incorporate GPU acceleration. NVIDIA Certified provides blueprints for system design, as well as test suites, so that system manufacturers can validate their designs. Today, we are announcing the expansion of NVIDIA Certified
Yeah.
to systems with NVIDIA Bluefield DPUs. Going forward, the DPU will be an essential component of every server in the data center and at the edge. This is because, as shown in the diagram, the DPU offloads, accelerates, and
They know what they're
secures
doing.
functions that must otherwise be performed by the host CPU. Last year, we announced Bluefield 2, our state-of-the-art DPU. NVIDIA is working closely with VMware to use Bluefield 2 as the host for their ESXi hypervisor as part of Project Monterey.
That sounds
year,
about
we
right.
released the first version of Docker, the SDK of Bluefield. We expect that Docker will do for the DPU.
I just got to figure
what
out the
CUDA has
exact
done for
day
the GPU,
if it's
enabling millions
gonna
of
be the
developers
actual
with a
release on the
long-lasting,
3rd,
consistent SDK
or if it's
that
gonna
they
be
can
the
use
testing
from one generation of
on the
Bluefield
3rd.
to the next.
because
And we are especially pleased to announce that the world's system manufacturers
They're
are
weird.
joining us in the DPU journey by producing state-of-the-art mainstream servers accelerated by NVIDIA Bluefield 2. 3 of these companies are right here in Taiwan:
Think so.
Gigabyte, and Quanta. Bluefield 2 is especially well suited to inspecting the network for security breaches. The typical approach is to run an agent on the host CPU. This approach consumes host CPU cycles and handles only a narrow window of the network traffic. Bluefield 2 allows full inspection with no host CPU overhead. NVIDIA has created a software platform called Morpheus.
I know this
that
part
uses
isn't
the
necessarily
Bluefield
for
2
gamers,
and
but
AI
I
to
feel like they're
automatically
getting a
detect and address
a
security
little
breaches.
extreme with the
Today, we
technicalities
are
of
announcing
things.
that Red Hat is working with NVIDIA to provide Morpheus developer kits for both OpenShift and Red Hat Enterprise Linux, or RHEL for short.
I
RHEL
guess
is
it's
the
their
most
virtual
commonly
Computex,
used
so they
version of commercial Linux
only show it
in
that way,
enterprise
so-
data centers today. Cybersecurity companies will now be able to use Morpheus on RHEL and OpenShift to bring advanced security to every enterprise data center. But
Look at
this
that.
journey is just beginning. We are already working on Bluefield 3, 22 billion transistors, the first 400 gigabits per second networking chip, 16 ARM CPU cores to run the entire virtualization
Cool math
software stack.
games.
Bluefield 3 takes security to a whole new level, fully offloading and accelerating IPsec, TLS cryptography,
I'm gonna need them chips.
secret key management, and regular expression processing. Whereas Bluefield 2 offloaded an equivalent of 30 CPU cores, it would take
PCI
300
Gen
CPU cores
5.0.
to secure, offload, and accelerate the networking traffic at 400 Gbps. This is a 10x leap in performance. Bluefield 3, the next generation, but the same Docker SDK. Today, we are also announcing the expansion of NVIDIA Certified to accelerated systems with ARM-based host CPUs. As the GPU and DPU accelerators take on more of the compute workload
Yeah,
for AI,
that's
it becomes
crazy.
useful to
I've
view
never
the
even
host
actually played that
CPU
game.
as
I've
an
always just
orchestrator,
heard that
more
it's
so than as the compute engine.
a killer.
Energy-efficient ARM CPUs are well suited to this task, and the open licensing model of ARM inspires innovators to create products around it. An exemplar of this approach is NVIDIA's own ARM-based Grace CPU, which will be available in 2023. Grace is purpose-built for accelerated computing applications such as AI that process large amounts of data.
I'm gonna have to buy the
2
game
years
just so I can
ago,
see
we
how it
announced
runs
that
on
we
the
were bringing
3080.
CUDA to ARM, simplifying the development of AI and HPC applications on ARM. Today, along with our partner Taiwan-based Gigabyte, we are happy to announce a dev kit. This dev kit can be used by application developers to prepare their GPU-accelerated apps for ARM. So there it is.
There it is.
Democratizing the hardware for AI with a wide range of accelerators turned into myriad form factors by a broad ecosystem of system builders. 103
There
different
it is.
server and
That's how
workstation
NVIDIA is
form
going to take
factors
over the world.
from 16 different system builders. More every day. Now let's turn to the software of AI. Every AI workflow can be thought of as a 4-step process in a loop. The first step is to take a large amount of unstructured data and prepare it by extracting and organizing its features. The second step is to use the prepared data to train the models. In many cases, the models are then validated or simulated before being used in production or in the physical world.
I'm gonna have to check
And
this
finally, the actual use of the models, which in
They are
turn generates
huge.
more data that is then fed back to the process. This is the recipe of AI. Over the years, NVIDIA has applied this recipe to create application frameworks for a variety of use cases, including conversational AI, drug discovery, self-driving cars, robotics, virtual collaboration, and recommender systems, the engine of the internet. These frameworks help companies jumpstart their adoption of AI. For example,
Eyes are crazy,
NVIDIA
man.
Clara is our application framework for AI-powered healthcare. It includes SDKs and reference applications for drug discovery, smart
It's
hospitals,
funny.
medical imaging, and genomic analysis. One customer that uses Clara is
I don't even
AstraZeneca.
think I can't do that.
With Clara, they created an AI model for generating new drug
They really do.
candidates
There's
for
some
targeted
piercing
given disease
eyes.
while maximizing safety.
Just shoot
This
right
method
into
has seen
you.
recent success, with in silico medicine using AI to find a new drug
They did.
in less than 2 years.
They did talk about them.
Companies across the world are using these AI workflows from NVIDIA to improve their businesses and to help their customers. A great example from Taiwan is TSMC. We all know TSMC as a giant of the technology ecosystem, producing millions of wafers every year for semiconductor and technology companies across the planet. Analysts have referred to TSMC as the Hope Diamond of the semiconductor industry. In fact, NVIDIA itself
Yeah.
is a very large partner of TSMC,
I'm sure y'all are.
proactively identifying defective materials and classifying them to minimize further defects.
It's coming.
Is a critical aspect of the chip
June
production
3rd
process.
is the date.
Engineers at
1200
TSMC have developed an
MSRP.
AI-powered system to automate inspection and defect classification. Their system is 10 times faster and more accurate compared to the previous human method. All of these AI workflows are built from the same essential software libraries and toolkits. Now, we have brought all these components together as NVIDIA AI Enterprise, a coherent, optimized, certified, and supported software platform for AI. NVIDIA
I really
AI
wish they would've
Enterprise
came with
is
the
fully
999.
integrated with VMware vSphere, the de facto standard of enterprise
They didn't say a
computing.
time.
It is licensed, priced, and supported in the same way as vSphere.
Probably gonna have
for
to
a
look on their
consistent
website for
experience.
that.
And it all runs on NVIDIA certified servers.
I really
Mainstream
don't think they
volume
will be
servers
gone in
that are
seconds,
constantly
just
racked into enterprise
because
data centers.
they've been
71
shipping for a
different
long
servers
time now.
From 16 vendors.
That's
and
the only
more
reason
every
I
day.
don't think they will.
But
And
the components of
supposedly
NVIDIA AI are
they
useful
have
for
that
more than AI.
hash rate limiter on them.
NVIDIA AI includes Rapids, a set of libraries that accelerate machine learning on GPUs.
I don't think so, but
The
you know,
same
I
libraries
can't say that
can
they
also
won't.
accelerate the
just
core
because,
engines
you know,
of big data
I don't know.
processing, such as Apache Spark.
But
Cloudera
mining's
is
going
the de facto
down,
provider
and
of Apache Spark
the
to
hash
enterprise
rate
data
limiter,
centers around the world, with
I
over
just don't
5
see it
exabytes of
being
data under
as
management.
sought after.
As the technology landscape has changed,
Assuming it, you know, it
Cloudera
works
has
like
developed
it's
Cloudera
intended.
Data Platform, a hybrid data cloud platform that brings customers forward.
So
to new
instead of
technology
5 seconds,
without having to reinvent
might
their
have
big
10.
data pipelines. As we speak, the 2,000 customers of Cloudera are migrating to Cloudera Data Platform. We are pleased to say that NVIDIA and Cloudera have partnered to add transparent GPU acceleration using NVIDIA Rapids. A fully integrated solution from Cloudera will be available starting this summer with the release of CDP version 717. Customers do not need to understand Rapids or change their workflows
know.
in any way in order to obtain the benefits of this GPU acceleration.
I've heard the
An
2500.
example
I just
of an
don't
early
see it though.
customer is the
Like
United
you're talking
States
about
Internal
over
Revenue
double the
Service.
price.
With zero
of the
changes to their
MSRP.
fraud detection workflow, they were able to obtain 3 times the performance.
We don't even see that
simply
now
by
in the
adding
3080s.
GPUs to their mainstream big data servers. This performance improvement translated to half the cost of ownership for the same workload. But even as the world is transformed by AI, another shift is underway,
So I don't.
amplified by the global
They'll
pandemic.
probably sell it on Amazon,
It is becoming
but
more and more important.
I wouldn't rely
for
on
virtual teams
Amazon,
of people in
especially if
different
you're trying to
locations
get it
to
on launch
collaborate
day.
in real time. This is especially true for 3D workflows, from visualizing architecture to creating photorealistic content for games and movies, to simulating physically accurate worlds. This is a domain NVIDIA is very familiar with. And the same GPUs and systems we talked about in the democratization of AI are in fact the ideal foundation on which to build a platform
This guy
for
can
real-time
stretch it out, that's
collaboration
for
and
sure.
simulation of 3D designs. This
They got a
is
lot to talk
NVIDIA
about
Omniverse.
concerning AI.
Omniverse makes it easy for teams to collaboratively design and simulate in 3D. We built Omniverse with open standards based on Pixar's USD, a powerful file framework and scene description language. With open standards, Omniverse enables teams to connect and work across multiple design applications or asset libraries in real time and at the highest fidelity. Just as we did with AI, we have put the functionality of Omniverse into an enterprise-grade software platform, NVIDIA Omniverse Enterprise. Omniverse Enterprise can run on any NVIDIA RTX-powered infrastructure, from professional laptops, to
Demise.
workstations, to
They'll get you.
GPU-accelerated virtualized or bare metal servers. We are excited to partner with leading global system providers who will offer NVIDIA Omniverse Enterprise later this year, starting at just $14,000 per year per company. The Omniverse subscription comes with connectors, which are plugins for the world's most important
That's all you gotta
third-party
run.
design applications.
That's all you need, boys,
allowing
if you
multiple
want
designers
to
and creators
build
to
a
use their preferred
successful
tools
AI
while
company.
simultaneously editing a
14
scene
grand
together.
a year.
Companies around the world and across industries are already using Omniverse to collaborate in amazing ways. Let's see how Omniverse is ushering in a new era of virtual worlds.
Hey, they're doing it too. You got 2 hours. Send it all. I have not. I have not seen that. Are you at work?
Where are you from, Misty?
I'm from a place called Omniverse.
Tony Stark would be proud.
So, there you have it. It is time to put accelerated computing to use for every company. This is a giant opportunity and responsibility for all of us. What we've talked about today are 3 essential ingredients built by NVIDIA: the hardware foundation from which to build any system, the software platform for artificial intelligence, the software platform for collaborative design. Together, we can use these 3 ingredients to transform every company. And yet, this is the same hardware and software technology that is at the heart of GeForce, the gaming GPU, which is where
for
it
sure.
all began. I'll close with a simple thank you. On behalf of my co-presenter, Jeff Fisher, our CEO, Jensen Huang, and all
I
of
was hoping
NVIDIA,
Jensen was going to get on
thank you.
here.
Thank you for joining us today.
I don't
Thank
know
you
how
for
much their
being with
stock
us
is.
every step of the way. And thank you
And thank
for
you
continuing
for
forward with us
buying
on
our
this amazing journey.
overpriced GPUs. You guys are suckers. That's what he was saying. Yeah, you can. This week I've got a question for you. Yeah, you should be able to. No problem. Well, guys, there it is. June 3rd for the 3080 Ti. That's what we got coming. And June 10th for the 3070 Ti, if you are planning on going to get it. I guess I don't know what time. I'll see if I can find it. I'll make a community post so you guys can see. But I mean, we're getting a GPU. I'm gonna try for sure. I'm gonna be there bright and early the day before. I'm gonna try to get it. I was thinking they may throw it in there and piss some people off, but doesn't look like it. But looks like it's a real thing. Looks like it's coming, guys. So that's good to see. And at 1,200 MSRP, you know, I wanted $999, but I'm not gonna be too mad about the extra 200. Not the worst thing in the world, but hopefully these partner prices are nowhere close to what we're hearing. Wouldn't make any sense. If it does, just expect me to just buy a 3090. Just telling y'all now, if that's the case, I'm not going to do it. So. I mean, I think it'd be able to handle it. I think you could turn it into something cool. Might be worth doing. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, guys. And I'll let you guys know if there's any other news that's worth knowing. So, it's late. Have a good rest of the night, guys. Get y'all some sleep so y'all can get ready to camp these GPUs. I'll see you guys later.